And out comes this outrageous redhead with a big fluorescent boa, a bottle of Southern Comfort, and it's Jazz chocolate. And she's standing about 5 inches away from us. It was a very low stage. And opens her mouth, and this wall of sound comes out. Just unbelievable. Oh, and by the way, along with the boa, she's wearing jeans and a pretty simple top. Afterwards, he's talking to her, and would you believe he didn't like her? He didn't think she'd ever sell a record. Good call. I'm glad I dumped him as a boyfriend. And she looks at me, and I'm wearing this work of art, and she says, "Hey, man, that's really groovy." And I said, "Groovy? Yeah, absolutely. Take it. It's yours. Wear it." And that started an odyssey for me of doing handmade denim fashion for rock and roll stars. Hey everybody, it's Diane Gilman, and if it's Thursday, it must be Fashion Thursday with Diane. And today we are talking about a heritage classic. For those of you who enjoyed our podcast about the power suit, the pantsuit, the year of the pantsuit, but said, "Diane, I was never in corporate business. I don't really have any blazers. What should I be wearing? What about my jean jacket?" This is what I'm calling Heritage Classic. The humble but mighty jean jacket. And it seems to me, at this point in fashion, that every year they say, "Oh, denim is back. Oh, there's a resurgence of denim," but denim never went anywhere. And actually, denim has been around in America for 144 years. How do we get that venerable, that always in style, and really that kind of little rebellious piece of clothing, the jean jacket? Well, I'm going to give you a very, very quick history. Actually, denim was not invented, the fabric itself, in America. Now, the dye itself, indigo dye, used to be called blue gold. It is over 4,000 recorded years old. Yeah. They think first was in Egypt. And it's not really the indigo flower with the pistil in the middle, which is blue. It is the leaves, and it's so interesting. You pluck the leaves off, you put them in water, they start to ferment and bubble, and the bubbling leaves start to turn from green to blue, and it becomes indigo dye. At some points in history, 1200 AD, 1400 AD. It was called blue gold because you actually used indigo dye as currency. It was more valuable than money. Unbelievable. So, in modern times, they started producing it, I believe, in a semi-mechanized way in Germany around 1880. But there was a very smart, well-known Levi Strauss, German businessman who had settled in America. He brought the fabric over, applied the indigo dye to it. So the fabric itself, the weave of denim, was developed in Germany with special machinery at the time. And voila, now you have denim. The jacket was never called a denim jacket in the 1800s or even early 19th century. It was called the trucker jacket. And no one knows why. But I can only tell you my memory of wearing it during the or wanting to wear during the 1950s was there was no women's denim. Denim was for men. Denim in the 50s was for farmers. And if you wanted denim overalls or you wanted to try to fit into a boy's jean or a man's jean, which was considered very risque, you had to go to a hardware store. I'm not kidding you. You had to go to a hardware store in your little town, and my little town was Whittier, California, and that's the only place you could find denim apparel. And even then, it was just the jacket, the jean, one cut, kind of wide, straight leg, and the overall. So imagine you have got a garment that is honestly the evolution of American history and style. You've also got a garment that is completely timeless, which is why I think it's so perfect for any woman over 50. And it sort of incorporates all the decades of your life. And you know what? As you march through time, I think it's so great to keep certain articles of clothing that remind you and really may have been with you since your youth, remind you of all those good memories, your first date, your first child's beach vacation, your first grandchild. I mean, this is honestly really the true definition of timeless fashion and everything that you would say about a classic. So for Beauty Over 50, women ask me all the time about my hair, my makeup, and my skin quality. I have to tell you the truth, and I never thought I would say this a year ago, ever. I was totally resistant. I now get my beauty products, my skincare products, and my hair products all off of Amazon. I used to think of Amazon as like, oh yeah, okay, I'll buy my cat food off of Amazon, but I'm not going to buy my skincare products. But they've got everything I want, and they've got everything I'm craving to use. So, Charlotte Tilbury makeup, which is top of the line, Amazon. La Mer skincare, Amazon. Wow hair products, hairspray that honestly defies gravity, Amazon. So I created my own Amazon storefront. I'm showing you everything I'm buying, including I'm just going to start showing my new self tanner, which I got off of Amazon. And the link is in the caption below. This is revolutionary because you know what? Maybe you're like me, you lead a super busy lifestyle, and suddenly you come up to use makeup one day and it's like, yikes, oh my gosh, the bottle's empty. Yeah, no problem. When you go to Amazon and you literally can get delivery the next day on most of it, it's a great way to shop. It's so easy to see these products, and I'm behind every single one of them. They are fabulous, and they are all on my Amazon storefront. And I never thought I would have an Amazon storefront for beauty and hair, but I do. And I think you're going to find items that you become as addicted to as I am, like wow hairspray. I can't live without it now. I think I would go bonkers. If you are a beauty and glam girl like me, or if you're just somebody who loves taking really good care of your skin and your hair, Amazon has it all. Visit my storefront. I'm so proud of it, ladies. And then let me know. Let me know what you loved, how it worked for you. I can't wait for the good reviews to roll in. The link, again, is in the caption below. around 1962, Levi Strauss started to do ads in newspapers called Levi Strauss, quote, built to last, unquote. And that was beginning because women hadn't worn jean jackets as fashion anymore, but get set, because we're talking about a breakout period where you were not about dressing like your mother or your grandmother anymore. I'm a big fan of movies from the 40s and the 50s into the early 60s, and you always see the same thing. The young heroine is dressed and is dressing exactly like her mother and her grandmother, just a ever so slightly updated version, but When the 60s hit, it was like a fashion earthquake. And what was that one item that said, hey, I am hip, I am rebellious, I am on top of it, I am enjoying life, I am looking forward, not backward? The jean jacket. It was so informal but edgy, so relaxed, but you could do anything with it. And the implication was that you were no longer following embedded social trends. You were actually a rebel, and you were proverbially having fun, which is pretty true. And that is actually how my career started, with the jean jacket. And I'll tell you how. So 1963, I was at UCLA. I was in a sorority, but that was just to get out of living at home and having some freedom. And I had a boyfriend in the record industry. He was a record agent. And he said, meet me on the Sunset Strip Monday night, Whiskey a Go-Go, the most famous club of all. And we're going to go see a new act. And my record company, RCA, wants to see if we should sign this person, this artist. Okay. Well, in my spare time, I loved taking jean jackets because I was always so into fashion and the artistry of it. And I loved taking a ready-made garment, and you really couldn't sew a jean jacket at home. You need special, super heavy-duty machinery. So I would buy one, and then I found acrylic paints that you could put and wash, but they didn't wash off, but you could wash a jacket. And I would paint these beautiful florals or these scenic sunsets on the back of the jacket. I would put rips and tears and flannel patches. I would glue a million jewels all over it. I would change the buttons to great big sparkle buttons. I mean, I really and truly would work like 3 or 4 weeks on one jacket and make it a masterpiece. So, of course, if I'm going to go with my record agent boyfriend, and there's only going to be 20 agents in this giant club, which means it's very exclusive, I was going to wear that jean jacket. The jean jacket I'd worked on for, I don't know, endless hours. And it was beautiful. So I'm on the jean jacket, simple t-shirt, can't remember the bottom. Get up to the Sunset Strip, meet him, go in. We're standing right next to the stage. And by the way, this story does have a point, and it is all about the jean jacket. And out comes this outrageous redhead with a big fluorescent boa, a bottle of Southern Comfort, and it's Janis Joplin. And she's standing about 5 inches away from us. It was a very low stage. And opens her mouth, and this wall of sound comes out. Just unbelievable. Oh, and by the way, along with the boa, she is wearing jeans and it's a pretty simple top. Afterwards, he's talking to her, and would you believe he didn't like her? He didn't think she'd ever sell a record. Good call. I'm glad I dumped him as a boyfriend. And she looks at me, and I'm wearing this work of art, and she says, "Hey, man, that's really groovy." And I said, "Groovy? Yeah, absolutely. Take it. It's yours. Wear it." And that started an odyssey for me of doing handmade denim fashion for rock and roll stars. Because then came Jimi Hendrix, then came Sly and the Family Stone, then came Rod Stewart when I hand painted leather for him. But it was the love of the craft and the fact that I saw the jean jacket as a blank canvas. I saw it as an article of clothing that you could give any kind of mood to. And the purpose was a definite, hey, I'm very artistic. I'm part of the artist community. I'm part of the youth quake. I'm wearing denim, but I'm wearing it differently. And one of my favorite outfits at that time, because it was the summer of love and hippie time, is I loved wearing one of my embellished jean jackets with simple tank top and either an authentic Victorian petticoat that I would pick up from a thrift store, and they were real at that time, and you could buy them like a dime a dozen and gorgeous and all this hand done lace. Or I love the multi-layered peasant skirts. So that was the 60s. And women were really just getting their footing then as independent characters. And one way to look independent and look interesting and look creative and look active was to be wearing at least one piece of absolutely outrageous clothing. And with one of my jean jackets, you could definitely achieve that. And I started selling them to boutiques in LA, like, and in New York too, like Granny Takes a Trip. And then, these incredible people like the New York Dolls would come in and buy one of my jean jackets. I also used to like to go out and buy rawhide leather and actually cut. Oh, that was so tedious. And measure the fringe and almost do a Western style fringe around the back yoke and then make it Western and then maybe paint something outrageous like a horse on the back of it. And I had so much fun with that for real, when I walked away from tele-retailing 2 years ago in 2022, I thought, maybe I want to go back to my old love of hand painting and jeweling and ripping and tearing and patching and jean jackets. But I decided podcasting was probably a better bet. I hope you agree. So in 1962 was really when the fashion revolution hit. And I will say that it was very localized to America. And I know that because I spent almost 6 months instead of my first semester at UCLA living in swinging London, where it was Mary Quant, the perfect A-line mini dress. No one had ever seen that before. So, and Biba. So their revolution was about a dress. My revolution was about a pre-made jean jacket, and then you just changed the entire mood and feel of it. How does this work? Well, in the 40s, John Wayne, actually, but from movies, And because he played so many cowboys, he was always wearing a jean jacket. The jean jacket became really famous. It was a John Wayne thing. But then in the 50s, Elvis Presley wore the jean jacket for Jailhouse Rock. And it was like, whoa, a revolution. They couldn't even keep up with the orders. In the 60s, it was all about hippie girls like me. In the 70s, John Lennon revived the jean jacket again. John Lennon wore that jean jacket constantly, and for him, it was a symbol of egalitarianism. He was equal. He was just one of the people. So it almost had a very humble connotation to it. In the 80s, Bruce Springsteen, the all-American New Jersey guy, and the jean jacket got yet another shot of vitality for rock stardom and a guy that truly sang and spoke for the people. And then we come, so every decade has had its jean jacket personality, and masculine eventually became homogenized with feminine. But now we're going to get to a kicker. In the year 2001, Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears went to an MTV event and the Grammys. She was wearing, oh, this was so brilliant. She was wearing a strapless evening gown made out of washed down denim and so beautifully bejeweled and phenomenal, floor length with a train. And it was the first time you ever saw denim manipulated into something totally else. And I was crazed. I thought, like, this is the best thing I ever saw in my life. And then Justin Timberlake, her date at the time, remember they were dating, he had a full-blown tuxedo made out of denim. And it wasn't just, flat-looking denim. I mean, they made these garments and then they hand scrubbed them, they washed them down. So that's one thing with Indigo. You can keep lightening it and it's so sturdy, it'll take all that abrasion. And so, I mean, they were like ultra, ultra cool. And then, as if that wasn't enough, that kicked off an entire craze in embellished denim. So I remember in the early 2000s, maybe it was 2006, 2007, I was working in Milan, Italy, and of course going fashion shopping in between, walked into Dolce & Gabbana, and there was an entire rack of the most beautiful, the most breathtaking, embellished jean jackets and jeans with giant cameos sewn into them. And I mean, unbelievable. And I remember I was so naive taking one of the jeans and thinking, well, okay, it's a business expense. I could afford maybe paying $800,000 for it. Taking it up to the cash register in the place where you paid and said, excuse me, I can't figure out how to convert the lira, because it wasn't the euro yet, to dollars. How much is this? Ready? I want you all to be sitting down. 15,000 US dollars for an embellished Dolce & Gabbana jean jacket. Yeah. So in Italy, it was Dolce & Gabbana. And they dressed Elton John. They dressed Freddie Mercury. They dressed every rock star imaginable. And they all had closets full of these outrageous denim pieces. And then in Paris, it was the house of Balmain. Balmain had been basically dead for years, but they're the ones that did the Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake denim. And they did their embellishments where Dolce & Gabbana had an Italian flair to it, and it was colorful and multicolored jewels, and everything from Balmain in Paris was on lighter shade of denim, washed down, frayed, but it was all diamonds. And then in Saudi Arabia, around 2010, I met the manufacturer because he wanted me to design something for him, who was doing jean jackets and jeans for the Saudi royal family with real diamonds. Real diamonds. Oh, yeah. So I saw this absolutely breathtakingly gorgeous jean jacket that was sprinkled like the nighttime sky with what I thought were CZs, manufactured diamonds, but no, they were real, and the jean jacket was $1 million. So now we're going to get back to real life again, a little bit of a history here. And I had to realize when somebody wrote in a comment on my podcast on pantsuits, Year of the Power Suit, but Diane, I never led a corporate life. So for anybody who's over 50 or going into retirement in your mid 60s, and you're saying, what am I going to wear the rest of my life? You might be a school teacher. You don't have to go to school anymore. You might be in the health industry. You don't have to go to the hospital and change into scrubs anymore. The jean jacket is enduring. And here would be my tips for you. First of all, I love the idea of a jean jacket that you've owned for years and is like an encapsulated memory of so many great events and happiness. It really, to me, is very sunny, optimistic, happy garment. Well, now's the time to turn around and say, I think there's two ways to deal with jean jacket fashion, and it's all about proportion. If you are a more petite person, and I am not exactly thin, hardly, but I am 5'4", which is the average for petite measurement in America, 5'4" and under. I would like to go for a more fitted jean jacket, but if you do that, you should be wearing it with a balanced bottom. Either a drapey palazzo pant because it's wide-legged, because it's going to make your waist look thinner and it's actually going to give you height. But also I like mixing textures. So I like mixing the texture of the structured denim jacket against the completely soft and flowing and unstructured palazzo pant, which, by the way, I would like in print. So I would like prints that worked with a denim. Or, and here's where I can't decide which one I like more, there's this whole trend for oversized. So I love an oversized jean jacket, which means you just get like a Wrangler, or a Levi Strauss jean jacket that's an extra large instead of a large, or an extra large instead of a medium. That I love layering with really bulky winter turtleneck underneath, maybe cable stitch, and a wool scarf, and a skinny jean. So if you're going to go big on top, which hides a million figure falls, which I truly need, you're going to go lean on the bottom. If you're somebody who's more petite and a voluminous pant, you may feel just overwhelmed in it or enveloped in it, then you're going to want to go for little on top, big on the bottom, big on top, little on the bottom. But I will tell you what, I think, and jean jackets, I have an entire closet full of jean jackets. And actually, having this podcast, I want to go out and buy some acrylic paints and start painting my jackets again. One of them I did. And I actually took paint splatters. So I did it at a distance and kind of threw paint bombs at it. And the paint dribbled down and it's super cool looking. So and if you are going to get an embellishment, go with it, but know that an embellished jean jacket in denim is probably one of the only garments in the entire celestial field of fashion items that I would say it's okay to sparkle in the daytime. And if you go back and you're just looking through the history of clothing, look up some of the Balmain denim embellished jean jackets and jeans. Heart-stopping, breathtaking. And, it's done. I always used to say, a denim jacket is my blank canvas to paint whatever picture I want to paint. And you can be so creative. So I don't think a lot of you are going to run out and get a jean jacket and an art kit and start painting. But just think about this. You might be going to outdoor flea markets that have a lot of retro antique items. I love doing that. I love antique shopping. And buy a bunch of not real, but kind of Victorian looking paste, sparkly brooches. Pin them all over your jean jacket. Pin them all over the front of your jean jacket. I saw, when we went to London, I saw an older woman out shopping and she had on a jean jacket and she pinned on all these outstanding, very sparkly, interesting brooches. And it was a fantastic look. Take a patterned scarf and put it in to give yourself some pattern in the bodice area. Change the buttons on it. Make those really, really special. It's the least creative of all the clothing I ever worked with because it was such a utilitarian. We go to work, we build the railroad, we're on our knees mining for gold in rivers, kind of workwear ethic. But not anymore. And I do think that no matter what age you are, whether you are 50 or 80, like I'm about to be, it's enduring. It says a lot about you. And it says a lot about your confidence, about yourself. But you, with a jean jacket, are your own wardrobe builder. I love the fact that it's timeless. I love the fact that it's perfect for summer into fall. I love the fact that if you buy it oversized, it's fall all the way through winter with chunkiness underneath. It is perfect for so many different occasions. And the only thing I say is, for me, I'm not big always on wearing denim on denim. I find that a very difficult look. But the beauty of a jean jacket is you can wear it with a maxi skirt. You can wear it with a long tank dress. You can wear it with a ankle-length turtleneck dress and a great pair of boots in the winter. And you can use it in so many different ways. And my one piece of shopping advice would be, when you see a jean jacket and it's got a fairly high price on it, so I'm going to say I think 300 plus is a lot to pay for a jean jacket, but it's all in the finishing. So it's the fineness, it's the chunkiness, it's the durability of the denim, but then there are actually even denim laundries still in existence in America, mostly in Los Angeles, downtown LA, where they actually take rocks and you can only finish a jean jacket correctly after it's all cut up and sewn, and then going into each of those areas. Because remember, there's a lot of seams in a jean jacket. In the front of a jean jacket, you've got the shoulder yoke seam, the 2 bodice seams, the waistband seam, the pocket seam. I mean, and every one of those seams is raised and thick and will take a wash down differently. So if you see a jean jacket with a finish on it that really looks retro and rich and hand done, and it's kind of at a high price, think about it this way. It was hand done. That's all hand finishing, and that's what you're paying for. But the good news on that price is one fabulous jean jacket like that can suffice for a lifetime in a wardrobe. And I can't say that about many other items. So for anyone who says, you know what, I just don't have that many blazers. Yeah, I wasn't in a profession where you were corporate. I bet you got a jean jacket in your closet. I hope I inspired you. It's the perfect time now, transitional, to pull it out of your closet and start figuring out what new fall items you want to pair up with it. Start trying it on. Get creative. Get inspired. It is the mighty little jean jacket, the fashion item that just keeps chugging along. Thanks so much for listening.
Thank you so much for listening to Too Young to Be Old podcast. The episode may be over, but the fun doesn't have to stop here. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at The Diane Gilman, or visit our website, thedianegilman.com. If you like the show, leave us a rating or a review and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. And until then, don't forget, age is just a number. Together, we'll prove that we are all too young to be old.